Welcome to Tech Tips by Amherst County Public Schools Technology Support Group. In today's tip, we're going to look at assignments in Moodle. One of the first things you need to know is that there are essentially three classifications of assignments. There's an online component, which means that your students would do the work online. There's a file upload component, which means that you're expecting your students to upload a file so that you can grade that file. And then there's an offline component. So basically, essentially, you're putting an assignment in the gradebook, saying that maybe there's a worksheet or something you can hand out to the student, but it's something that the student's not going to be able to do online. But you want to keep a placeholder either in your gradebook or within your course outline, so that the students know what work is due at what time. And the other important factor for that is that for those of you that are using Moodle and want your data to transfer to Drupal, you'll need to create those placeholders so that those assignments will show up in Drupal. And I'll show you what I'm talking about as we go along with that. But in any case, we're logged into Moodle, and here's my Earth Science course. I want to go ahead and click on Earth Science. And so here's my different weeks. And so we need to go ahead and turn editing on. And so just like before, when we were setting up our course and we added our syllabus, we turned editing on. That gave us the ability to add resources and an activity. So in today's example, we'll be adding an activity. So if we just click on one of those, you'll see we have essentially upload, advanced upload into files, online text, upload a single file, offline activity, and then we have a bunch of different other options here. A chat, creating a chat, a choice, and let's see, choice and survey. They are essentially about the same thing. Choice is going to give you the ability to do like multiple choice questions, and survey, same kind of thing. Sorry about that. In any case, we're going to go and for the week of September, let's come down to our current week. Right here, September 19th through the 25th. Nope, sorry, we're here 26th through the 2nd. We're going to add an offline activity. And so we have to give the assignment a name. And we're going to say read chapter 18. And then we do have to give it a description. Please read pages 236 through 310 and answer review questions at the end of the chapter. Now, what's important to note is when you create your assignment, in most cases you want to disable the available from. With the available from and due date, we'll go ahead and break those down. The available from, if that's enabled, and let's say I choose October 3rd, then what's going to happen is they won't actually see that or be able to submit it or do anything with that until the available from date has come. So typically you're not going to want to enable that. We're just going to uncheck that enable box, because as we put assignments in, we want our students to be able to go ahead and do that work at that time. But what is important is the actual due date. When do we expect this to be completed by? And again, this is important because this is the date that the program uses to transfer your information over to Drupal, it uses this due date field. So Drupal is going to show the current week and the next week's worth of assignments. So it's going to show 2 weeks worth of assignments on your Drupal page, and it's based off of this due date. So we want to choose our due date, and we want it due. And so we'll have them read it and complete it by Wednesday of next week. And we can, if we're using the grade book, we can assign a grade value here, anywhere from 1 point to 100 points. And if you watch the previous video on setting up our grade book, we set up our categories. And so if we were going to use our grade book, this would just be an assignment. And as far as groups, we're not going to use groups. Visible, if we choose to hide that, then it's not going to show up in our course outline. So that's kind of defeats the purpose, because we want our kids to be able to do this work. But having said that, you may want to hide it up to a certain point and then make it visible. But I think in most cases you're just going to choose show it. We're going to save and return to course. And so now if I scroll back up to the top here, too far, you can see in this week of September 26th through October 2nd, we now have read chapter 18, and I'm going to turn editing off, which is going to clean up our screen a little bit. So now you can see it's a little bit neater. This is more what your students are going to see. So they can come, they can click on read chapter 18, and so it's going to give them the description. Please read pages 236 through 310 and answer review questions. And they need to have that completed by next Tuesday. So we'll go back to Earth Science. So that is a simple way to create your assignments. Now I do want to jump over to the gradebook just for a second, so that those of you that did watch the previous video, we can come in now and see that the assignment that we created is here under assignments, because that's the category that we chose. And so read chapter 18, and if I click on that, it'll actually take me to that activity. I can choose to show, if I did a lot. Just to give you an example of what would show up on your Moodle page now, I have, and again, this isn't exactly what your Moodle page is going to look like, but this is the data that it's going to pull from the Moodle website. So you can see here is the homework assignment of read, I can see I misspelled read, read chapter 18, and there is the description that we put in, and here's the quiz that we said we wanted our kids to take on that Friday. So this is a quick demonstration of setting up assignments or creating assignments in your course, and then a demonstration showing you what that's going to look like on your Drupal site. Thanks for watching.